We are tired of these people. We are tired of these people. Go the fuck away, 'cause we are tired of you. We are tired of these people. Let's see if I'm gonna keep that in or not. I don't know. I may put that at the end. Anyway. Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner. Let's hope this don't get my video flagged, because I cussed in the first couple minutes or whatever. But this is my review for not Real Housewives. This is 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After, Season 5, Episode 11. I made this bleep the cuss words. I'm just so tired of these people, and I had to sing a song about it. I just had to get that out of my spirit. Let's go ahead and just get into this. Because I don't have patience. Michael and Angela. Auntie still telling Michael, bruh, why are you gonna marry her and she out here treating you like a child? Like, you are a whole child to her. She belittled you. She's like, you ain't nothing or whatever. Is that what you want? Is that what you want, Michael? And he said, I've been with her for 3 years. I'm saying nothing she does surprises me, and I know how to handle her. At some point, we have to accept that Michael likes to be belittled, and he likes to be abused by Angela, and let him be. We can't care no more, and that's why we are tired of these people. Okay, so Michael, like I'm saying, I just want us to be a family. I want us to be happy. You know what I'm saying? I want my family happy, but I also want me and Angela to be happy, and that's what I want. That ain't possible, because your family wants you to be the head of the household, for her to be submissive, and for y'all to live a Nigerian way, and for her to your babies. None of that gonna happen. So your family won't be happy. Okay, anyway, so they get back to their apartment or whatnot, and she is cussing and fussing and yelling and, just talking down to him like he's a nobody. I'm not gonna change. I am who I am. I'm not gonna be someone that I'm not. You don't speak up for me. You can't tell me what to do. You can't make me do shit. Blah, 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 blah. But imagine all of that in her aggravating white racist voice yelling at him. Spitting as she's talking. Okay, get your hands out of my face, and if you don't move your hand, I'll beat your ass. So look like, see, we are tired of these people. That's how I feel every time. I'm just over it. Like, it's the point to where, is it even about love anymore? When you treat someone like that, I don't get it or whatever. And she then say, after she told him that if he puts his hand near her face again, that she would beat him up. And he wasn't even like in her face. He wasn't even doing it like that or whatever. But I digress. She then said, I'm tired of him and his culture. I'm just so done. The wedding is off. And because I'm not kissing your ass. I ain't kissing your ass. I ain't kissing your family's ass or whatever. Bitch, who do you think I am? I'm American. I'm looking like, why she keep acting like she's one of us? She's not. She's a racist bitch. Period. Okay. And Michael, like, you know what I'm saying, I just feel like it's a misunderstanding. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't understand what submissive is. Okay, it just means that not bowing down to me. No. It just means to make your husband happy. That's and it's a miscommunication. And I'm like, Michael, even if it's a miscommunication, how she talked to you is not acceptable. But let it be. The following day, she's still been an asshole. I don't care how you feel. I don't care if you have to sleep on the couch and now your back, your legs hurt. I give no fucks or whatever. You need to tell your family that I am not going to be submissive or I'm done, okay? And if your mama don't like the fact that I won't be submissive and I can't have your kid, then we just won't get married. I'm looking like, we are tired of these people, okay? We then see she hires a translator because his mom was coming over, and then she said, I don't want to have Michael translate for me because I feel like he may say something that I don't mean, so I need a whole translator here to tell his mama what I want to tell her. The translator come in, it's a black girl or whatever. she like, I need you here to translate to his mom because I don't want him talking. Now, as she's talking, the lady looking at Michael like, what's going on? She then say, and don't look at him, look at me because I paid you. Okay, this isn't about him, bitch. She looking at him because she's like, who is this white woman? Who is she? What is she doing here? That's why she looking at the other black Nigerian man in the room, because who is this white woman? What is she doing here? Is what she's trying to figure out. But I digress. Anyway, the translator and Michael's brother, who also comes by, is translating to the mom for when she said it, whatever. You know, I'm American. I'm gonna be American or whatever. You know, me and Michael will be equal in America, whatever. And I would not be submissive. Oh. In marriage, you're saying the husband is the head of the household. The husband is the head of the wife. That's how it is here. But you're saying, Michael, do you agree to what she's saying? And Michael says, yeah, I agree for us to both be equal. Okay, well, if you like it, then it's fine. It is what it is at that point in time. Whatever issues they have, it's between them. Because he accepts it, so I'm done. Mom, like, I done live my life. I'm old. I don't have time to be fussing with my dumbass son and his white woman. I ain't got time for that. So she then tells the translator to leave because this is personal. You can leave. Bitch, she gonna watch the show? Anyway, she then tells Mama, you know, I can't have no kids. And what makes me upset is that keep saying is a possibility that I may not be able to tote no baby for Michael. You can't tote shit for Michael. Not no suitcase, not no baby, not no breast milk, not no weed, not no cigarettes, not no money, not no nothing. Okay? Okay. And Mama like, what? Well, okay, you know, I'm going to give y'all my blessing anyway. You know, may God bless this union between the white woman and my son. Because my son loves Angela, so what am I to do? And she's right. What can she do besides let him live his own life? I don't know how many ghosts Angela sacrificed to get this done, but honey, it's some witchcraft going on in here, and I'm gonna leave it be. Liz and Andrei don't like them either. So her mom, her stepdad, and her sister have talked on the town. I don't think I knew her mom was married, but she brings up how her mom and dad separated or divorced years ago. Her mom has been remarried for years. They're all one big happy family, whatever. So they're all going to be staying at the same Airbnb. Her mama, her daddy, her mama, husband, them all. Okay, the whole family or whatever. Now the sister get there, and at the airport. Looks gloomy here, you know, not like a paradise, you know, it's just gloomy. Andrei say, you know, it's November, like, what do you want? I'm like, it's gloomy everywhere in November, like, you know, anyway. So they then go to the Airbnb, and Andrei's mom has created a whole bunch of food for them, a whole spread of it all or whatever, and they all had a good time. His family is welcoming, they all hugging and kissing, and Opa. They said Opa. I don't know why I said Opa, but it was like, you know, like a celebration, but just or whatever. And then, you know, it was as if none of the drama had happened before. Like, everyone was getting along. Andrei was on his best behavior. He was almost likable. It was weird. I'm like, he's an alien right now. What's going on? Okay. And then the family starts to sing the Moldova, like, country song or whatever, because the sister say, what's your guys' song? You should sing it. If somebody came to America and say, oh, sing your song, I would start singing Nook If You Book. I would sing Nook If You Book. I would. That's my song. Okay? It's by grandma. Anyway, the whole vibe at this dinner is completely different than it was at the one when the fighting was going on, whatever. Everyone is getting along as fine. The next day, Chuck and Charlie is telling the mom and the sister about the fight from before and how Andrei acted and all these things that happened. They include Charlie, you know what I'm saying, also getting back with him or whatever, but Andrei was so upset and mean and angry and it was a whole thing, and he said, fuck us, we can go home. So they ran down the whole thing. Any family would have done that, including my own. Girl, you know, yesterday Auntie said fuck Uncle. Did she? For what, girl? Because Auntie found out about Uncle's girlfriend? What? Girl, that was it would have been a whole conversation or whatever. So I don't think them telling the mom and the sister was an issue. But again, the mom, like, I can't, that's crazy. You know, I don't know that Andrei. Like, I've never seen him act like that. I can't believe, you know what I'm saying? That's not a good situation. Oh my God. And so from there, they bring up how one of his friends wanted the dad and the brother to like go drinking or whatever. So they're like, yeah, go drink and get them drunk and find out some information, and they really want to know why did he leave and go to Ireland. They really want to know what happened within that time frame or whatever. So we then see her mom, her sister, and her, Liz. So Liz, her mom, her sister, Andre's sister-in-law, going dress shopping because she has to have, in addition to her regular dress that she brought from Florida, she has to get a traditional Moldovan outfit, you know what I'm saying, to wear for one of the festivities or whatever. And so while she's changing clothes, her mama and her sister is talking to her sister-in-law. They then have the lady who worked at the dress store to translate what they're saying to the sister-in-law, who doesn't speak much English or whatever, to find out, hey, what happened with this whole, fight or whatever with Andrei and the family. And the sister-in-law said, like, it was bad. I was there, and, Andrei was out of line. Okay, his temper was kind of crazy, whatever. And she said he really does have a temper a lot. She brings up how before he left, me and him would consistently always have these misunderstandings or whatever. But he's been gone for 2 years, and I've not seen him since. But it seems as if he hasn't changed. She was more vocal and honest about his actions when the guys were not around, which I can appreciate. Meaning she recognized bullshit for bullshit. Even the day of the party, she didn't back up any of his bullshit. She was trying to like, you can't do that, but she was just more vocal and saying how wrong Andrei was. But they also saying like, that's who he is. You know what I'm saying? We will always have these arguments too back then or whatever, and he's an angry person. Okay? Anyway, so Liz can hear them talking and translating back and forth. Can we not do this thing, guys? Like, I do not want y'all sitting up here, bad about the Andrei. I'm like, fuck Andrei. Okay? And the horse he rode in on, or whatever animal they have over there. And the mom and sister, like, saying, well, because Liz said, like, she was upset too. It wasn't a big deal, but, we've talked about it or whatever, I'm saying, and I've not seen him that way or whatever. Trying to kind of play down the situation so that her mom, her sister, when I talk about it, and they both like, but if that's how he treats you, I'm saying, if that's how he treats us here, like, how does he treat you in private? Like, I'm saying, how do we know? I'm saying, he ain't out here being whole assholes. I'm saying, and why are we even here? Leah then say, look, we just have to be nice and give his parents a wedding that we promised them. Man, fuck his parents. Fuck that wedding. All up and through. Okay, anyway. And so that was that on that. Colt and Debbie and Vanessa and Jess and the cats and Colt's knees and their chair that's a reclining chair and Debbie's glasses. That may just be her eyes. I don't know. I feel like my neighbor purposely walks loud because he hears me talking, and I want to say, fuck you, you can hear me. Anyway, so Colt is back from Brazil. He's been back for a few weeks now, and he brings up how he and Jess have been fighting a lot. Okay, they break up all the time, they're fighting daily, and they're just not in a good place or whatever. She's jealous of Vanessa, we're gonna make that clear, but it's because Colt did not tell her that him and Vanessa were still friends. They're consistently still arguing about it and whatnot. So he calls her on FaceTime, make chit chat or whatever, and he said, I want you to come visit me in Vegas. Like, just come spend some time with me in Vegas. And then she's like, okay, but I don't want to meet Vanessa. Like, I don't want to see her. Like, I don't want to, I know she's your friend and I'm going to meet some of your friends, but I don't want that one friend to meet me. I'm good on that or whatever. I don't want to do it. No. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Okay. And I'm like, something seems off about that. Jess' point is, I don't trust Colt. Colt be lying to me, whatever. And Colt, I need you to stop lying to me so I can trust you, so I can love you. Okay, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to stop lying to you, whatever. Just come visit me in Vegas. You can stay at my house in Vegas or whatever, in my bedroom in Vegas, and we can go from there, whatever. But what Jess does not know is that Colt was talking to the women while they were broken up. Because he said they broke up a few times since he'd been back. And in the meantime of them breaking up, he talked to the women. Not only that, he has not told her that Vanessa lives with them now. Yep, Vanessa had some hardships due to her divorce, and she doesn't want to stay. And so Colt and Debbie let her move in to the spare bedroom, and now she's a roommate. Just don't know. So Jess does not know that he has Vanessa's roommates living there, and that he was also dating other women on the time that I'm looking like she is going to murder Colt and Debbie and Vanessa. It's going to be on the news. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Okay, but he wants them to try to have some kind of relationship or whatever. I'm looking like that's kind of crazy. So when he goes and tells his mom, like, okay, Jess is coming. Well, are you gonna tell her about Vanessa? He's like, no, I think I should tell that when she gets here. No, you should definitely tell her before she gets there, because if I get there and she lives there, again, shoot him up, bang bang. That's what I would do. Okay, that's just me. I cannot. And that was all it was with Colt, Debbie, Colt's niece, Jess, Vanessa, the cats, their air conditioner, the steak that Colt like to eat, and Colt's glasses. Anyway, Syngin and Tania. I feel like it was a lot of conversation I don't really care about too much. I don't get why Tania and Syngin are a couple. I think it's weird. You know, we see him, his mom, his stepdad, the sister and brother, they're having a little, family dinner, whatever. And his stepfather came in, oh, you're getting fat. I'm like, they just do that there. Okay, remind me to never go to South Africa. Anyway, so at the family dinner, whatever, he brings up how, he wants to kind of plant roots in South Africa. He wants to stay there, buy a house, buy lands. He doesn't really want to stay in America. That was never his, that was not my dream or whatever. And then, she's like, well, I don't know about that because, I've told you before, I didn't want to live here for good. I did not want to raise children here. You know what I'm saying? He's like, what? She's like, yeah, I don't want to raise kids here because it's a lot. She said, I don't want to raise kids here because it's a lot of racism and poverty. I said, bitch, America has, girl, the delusions of it all. She literally said she does not want to have kids. She wants to have kids here in America because in America is better than South Africa that has too much poverty and too much racism. You was living in your mama shit. You were in poverty your damn self. Girl, the fuck bye. Anyway, she brings up, I had a great upbringing. Not when your mom made you live in her shit back out back. Anyway, but I had a good upbringing here, whatever, and I want to have my kids here because they'll get a more, diverse experience, living in America because it's so many people there. It seemed to be a lot of people in there too, but I digress. So, Syngin then say, well, who says we're going to have kids? I'm like, oh my God. So that whole argument just spirals. It goes from him saying, how do we know we're going to have kids, to her just being upset that he keeps not doing anything with his life. He wants to do 8 different things. He won't even do one thing. He just has not done shit that he said he would do in the 2 years that they've been together, and she's pissed. Okay, she is pissed. He like, well, being in America, like, I never had an American dream. I had a dream, you know what I'm saying? But we can get it figured out. No. And she's making it clear that I just need to see some action with him. Syngin ain't shit because Syngin, I'm not a structured person. Like, I don't want someone, telling me to be this or be that way, to be one way. I like being, how I'm free like the wind or whatever. And he's like, it was weird. It was weird because I feel like Syngin brought this up in this way to have his family back him up. Okay, his family is the reason he's so fucked. Okay, it is because they don't hold him accountable for anything, and they don't feel the need to tell him, like, you need to do something with your life. And Tanya crying, you know what I'm saying, I'm just tired of waiting, from the do something or whatever. It's not fair for me to have to wait and figure out if I should or should not leave him, if I should keep waiting. Like, I don't know what to do because he's not doing anything or whatever. And I'm like, they just should not be together, whatever. And then, she's pissed off because, like, you would never have wanted to have this same conversation in front of my family. Like, you make it a point for us to not have these kind of conversations about our issues in front of my family. But here you want to have the whole thing because he wants someone behind him to back up his bullshit. And his mama and stepfather did. The brother didn't say too much. The sister was like, you know what I'm saying? But the mama and daddy was definitely backing up his bullshit or whatever. And then when she just walks away and goes in the room because she's pissed, he goes in and tries to talk to her, and she just wouldn't talk. She kept eating her food or whatever, like for the bullshit or whatnot. And then she just brings up, I'm just tired of you making people think that I rush you to move, or I rush you to get married or whatever. I'm pushing you to do this or that or whatever, and I'm not letting you be you. That's some bullshit. It's been 2 years. It's enough time for you to have done something besides break promises to me, okay? And he said, well, I'm a free spirit or whatever. It was a full-fledged fight. I'm a free spirit. She's like, well, I'm a free spirit too. You met me because I was a free spirit who came here to hang out or whatever. That's how we met. But you can still, be a free spirit and meet your goals. Like, you can do them both. I have goals. I've done a lot. I've done a lot in life. She's like, let's not forget when I met you, you were 2 months behind your rent. You had not been working for that long. And I'm the reason that you even got to America. I say, first of all, you didn't just not reach him, you just reached yourself. If you met a bum who was behind on his rent, wasn't working that much, and could not afford to come here, and you then brought him here, you got with a bum, and you're upset that he's still a bum. That's your fault. Because you knew who he was when you married him. Everyone doesn't grow up. Some people stay fuckboys. Syngin is staying the fuckboy he was because he wants to be a free spirited fuckboy. And that's it. Kalani and Asuelu, crazy. Crazy. She went to meet with his mom and his sister, the one that can hear. And she's like, look, I think y'all understand that, y'all cannot feel entitled to money from me and my family. Like, you just can't, At the end of the day, things will be based on what I say. Because we're not going to go broke giving y'all money. Like, that's just what it is. And then the fact that, the mama and the sister, like, your dad's from Samoa, you know how it is, or whatever, how it's poor back there, whatever, and, people have to give money, to the family, whatever. It's like, I get that, but, like, how do y'all expect us to send money that we don't have? Like, it would then make us poor. They said, well, we just need money. Your family, you live with your parents, whatever, they can help support y'all, and you can get a job, so that you can send more money to our family back home. They told Kalani to work to send, girl. She's like, look, so you want me to get a job, be away from my kids so that I can help pay for another family in another country? She was like, no, that's not going to happen. The sister then said, oh, so you're lazy. You don't want to work? I work full time and take care of my kids. Bitch, that's your family. That's your business. Okay, I'm like, so I'm lazy because I don't want to give you free money. The audacity of Asuelu's mom and sister really saying y'all need to do whatever y'all need to do to make sure to pay us. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me because I just don't get it. I understand not wanting your parents to suffer and you want your parents to be financially stable, but I should not have to. If we all poor, you are poor, I'm poor, what's the difference? It's crazy. It's crazy. If my mom was in the predicament of Asuelu's mom, my mom would just live with me. You know what I'm saying? So I can make sure she's okay. But I'm not going to have you traveling back and forth from Samoa to here. Y'all have money some kind of way. So my thing is, it's crazy how entitled they feel to tell her, no, your family should take care of you and the kids, and y'all money should come to us. And y'all should work more hours, work more jobs to make sure that we are taken care of. If not, then y'all being lazy. Girl, the fuck no. They then was like, no one told you to get pregnant by him or whatever. It was your fault that you got pregnant. You got knocked up behind our back and never asked our family what we needed or whatever. I'm looking like, bitch, what? I would say too, Kalani getting pregnant by Asuelu was stupid, but you can't blame her as it was our fault. It was crazy. The mom then said, look, let me tell you this, okay? I don't care about your kids. I fuck them kids. My son needs to take care of me, okay? I have nothing because you have my son, brainwashed or whatever to stop giving me money. And, the sister then said, yep, and y'all should separate. Y'all should break up or whatever. You're too old for him. You're controlling him or whatever, and he needs to move back to Samoa. I was like, bitch. I was just like, I cannot believe it. And then she's like, I'm done. I love my husband. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. Nope, I'm done. She's trying to leave and walk away. The sister then tries to lunge to attack Kalani. Her mom grabbed her or whatever, but she attempted to act like she wanted to fight Kalani. She didn't, but I digress. But if I see you again, I'm gonna beat you up. We'll do it now, bitch. Kalani just kept walking away. It was like, I can't. So at the house, she tells, Asuelu what happens. And when she brings up, he was like, oh my God, I can't, that's kind of, he was like, that's crazy, I can't believe that. But he also felt like, was it some kind of misunderstanding, or was his family really being assholes or whatnot? And when she brings up, like, your sister tried to fight me, like, she tried to, like, lunge at me or whatever, and had she touched me, I would have beat her ass. He's like, you would have beat up my sister? She's like, if she would have touched me, I would have dropped her ass. He's like, she could have beat you up too. She's like, no, I beat up girls, bigger than her in 3rd grade. And I'm like, this is the conversation? He's like, no, I don't know about that or whatever. She is then mad because she feels as if he's turning the conversation to who would win between her and the sister. And I'm like, but you were the one who told him that you would beat up his sister. Like, that's still his sister. That's still his sister. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy. And so because he isn't this 100%, agreeing to say, fuck his family, because she called the mom and the sister assholes. He said, can you please not, call them assholes, to my family, whatever. Well, they are, and you're crazy like them. It escalated to, because she was upset that he wasn't just as upset as her. He was saying, you may not beat my sister up. And she may not. Who knows? But again, now she's fussing at him because she's upset with him. And I'm like, it's just crazy. And she's talking to her sister or whatever. It was a mess. It was a whole mess or whatever. He made it about, who would win the fight. No, you did, because you told him he would beat up his sister. So you made it about you winning the fight. I just cannot. And now she felt like if things don't change, I don't know if we can stay married. Y'all shouldn't. Not because of his family, because he isn't ready for that, and y'all don't have the patience or even the know-how to teach him how to be more responsible here. And I'm like, it's kind of crazy. And lastly, we have Eric and Larissa. We didn't care that much. Larissa wants her nose done and her tits done. And while furniture shopping, she asks Eric to pay for her tits and her nose, because I want to borrow the money from you, about $25,000, to get the work done. And he like, what? I don't have that kind of money. She's like, yes, you do. You try to act like you don't have any money, but you do. So you have it or whatever. He said, okay, if you want to borrow it, it's going to be some interest, and we need a whole contract. Like, I'm not going to just give you the money. Like, it has to be a binding legal loan type of thing or whatever. I'm like, why would you buy her new tits and a new nose? Because he felt like she looks fine now. But I'm sad. I don't feel like I looked as best as I could. I had kids, so my tits aren't. Girl, she has low self-esteem. And he finna buy some tits and a new nose. And if it's the new tits and the new nose that we see her confessional, it was not a good job. They got a discounted nose job. Okay, I'm just gonna say her face is all fucked up. And that's really it. I don't really care. They are a toxic ass couple, because he's buying her tits in the nose for no apparent reason, besides she wants it. And I feel like if you had $25,000 sitting around, your room and your house should not have motherfucking Christmas lights up all the time. It's just weird. Anyway, I'm done. Peace.